And now, WWE Network presents NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool pre-show.
You are looking at Blackpool in England, the site of the first ever NXT UK TakeOver. It's all going on tonight, exclusively streaming live on the WWE Network. And you are looking at the Empress Ballroom as the NXT universe begins to file in. And it's interesting because, Nigel, nearly 2 years ago to the day, you were here for the WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament, and I can only imagine the energy that night compared to what we got going on right now.
It was an incredible night then. It's going to be an amazing night here tonight. 2 years has been and gone, but what an incredible night of action we've got tonight.
I do want to ask you something, because a lot of the superstars look up to you for the career that you had inside the ring. What do you think is the mindset of the superstars as they get ready to compete, get ready to walk through that curtain, walk that aisle, and step inside that ring?
Got to be a lot of butterflies, a lot of nerves, but ultimately this is what their mindset needs to be. Make a difference. At the end of tonight, they want to have their name on the lips of the NXT UK universe.
One of the superstars that's trying to do that, obviously, is the current WWE United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne, also Joe Coffey. You start to think about Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm. I mean, the talent that is here tonight, bar none.
Absolutely. I mean, the opportunity for all of these superstars is incredible, and I guarantee you somebody's going to step up tonight.
Well, it's all going down exclusively streaming live on the WWE Network. If you don't have the WWE Network, it's simple. Go to WWENetwork.com, sign up, start your 30-day free trial, because free for new subscribers is tonight the first ever NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool event.
It's going to be an incredible night of action. Our main event tonight, Pete Dunne is the most tenured champion of the modern era, but as he finally met his match in the dominating Iron King, Joe Coffey.
On top of that, you talk about British strong style, 2/3. Mustache Mountain will look to make history as they try to crown themselves the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions as they take on James Drake and Zach Gibson in the finals of the Tag Team Championship Tournament.
And Vic, every time these two superstars have faced off, they have torn into each other with reckless abandon without a clear winner. Will one man stand triumphant as Dennis takes on Mastiff in a no disqualification match tonight?
And another personal rivalry tonight gets settled as the Kiwi Buzzsaw Travis Banks goes up against Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace. Banks has been waiting to get his hands on Devlin. Nigel, it happens tonight here in Blackpool.
And in a rematch of their hard-hitting first encounter, the rambunctious 2018 Mae Young Classic winner, Toni Storm, takes a second bite at the marauding NXT UK Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
And all that is happening tonight, streaming live exclusively on the WWE Network. You do not want to miss a second of the action tonight. And again, if you do not have the WWE Network, you can go to WWENetwork.com, sign up, start your 30-day free trial, and free for new subscribers, Nigel. Not just the event here tonight in Blackpool, but also NXT TakeOver in Phoenix and the Royal Rumble event itself that happens 2 weeks from Sunday.
And we mentioned it earlier tonight, Vic, the NXT UK Women's Championship. They're the challenger, Toni Storm. Butterflies have to be going through her stomach right now. A huge opportunity ahead of her. And they're the champion, Rhea Ripley. Will it be the third time unlucky for Rhea Ripley as she defends her title against Toni Storm?
Both these superstars very vocal on social media. What a night it's going to be here this evening as Rhea Ripley, the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion, goes up against Toni Storm. What a matchup this is going to be, because for the Mae Young Classic winner in 2018, Toni Storm, it was an amazing second half of 2018, but she wants to start 2019 off with gold around her waist. Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley, finals for the NXT UK Women's Championship Tournament. Someone's legacy is gonna be cemented here tonight. Oh! Spine first on the hardest part of the ring.
Oh my God!
Ripley with the riptide! Rhea Ripley has made history!
When I step inside the ring, I give everything. Up for any challenge, I accomplish anything.
Ripley is in the ring to do one thing: hurt people. Who, if anyone, is going to be able to rip the NXT UK Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley?
Why don't you guys find me some suitable competition?
Here comes the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner, Toni Storm.
I went to Evolution, and I became the winner of the Mae Young Classic.
Storm Zero! Storm has done it!
So with the first ever NXT UK takeover in Blackpool, I want to challenge for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
I could have challenged for the Raw, SmackDown, NXT, but I really want to become the NXT UK Women's Champion. And I want to prove why it's the best brand of sports entertainment.
You've got it!
It's a journey, and every day is a new adventure. It's getting blurry, but who am I to say?
That title is mine. It's Toni time.
It's not Toni time. It's my time, and I've proved that by beating her.
It's been such a journey getting to this point. It's all been hard work.
Oh, poor Toni Storm. Hey, you have no chance.
Rhea Ripley's a bully. That's all she is. She's just a bully.
You're pathetic. You think that you're gonna beat me, huh?
Stand back.
I can't mess this up. It has taken every bit of me just to get here.
Toni Storm, I am going to rip you apart.
Well, Nigel, we talk about the year that Toni Storm had. You saw some of it highlighted there, winning the 2018 Mae Young Classic. But Rhea Ripley, at just 22 years of age, becoming the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. I mean, when you take a look at both of those superstars, you could argue that tonight in that ring, it's going to be the biggest match of their careers.
I would certainly say it is. I mean, for Toni Storm, she's had opportunities to wear gold here in NXT, WWE as well. And tonight, really, if she can do this, it's going to jettison her towards success. And if you're a champion, every match is the most important match to you, because every successive match you build that legacy and you build that credibility.
Oh, you were talking about, you know, butterflies early on, and you mentioned that you would want to be, if you were in the mindset of the superstars, you would want to be that superstar who is on the lips of every fan, every member of the NXT UK universe. Here, that's going to be inside Emperor's Ballroom.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley can be one of those names that come out of one of their mouths when this is all said and done?
I mean, absolutely I can. These are two superstars that from the second they walk out of that curtain to the second they walk back, you remember Toni Storm, you remember Rhea Ripley. But
when you take a look at this matchup and you start thinking about Toni Storm and you start thinking about Rhea Ripley, you start thinking about two of the top women in sports entertainment. They are going to get it on in the ring tonight, go one-on-one. Only one can walk out as champion. Nigel, who's it going to be?
I can't pick a winner, but I think Toni Storm may just eke it out. It's going to be a hell of a match.
Well, it's going to be the NXT UK Women's Championship. It's going to be on the line tonight at the first ever NXT UK takeover here in Blackpool, and it's only streaming live on the WWE Network.
For the first time in our brand's history, from the Emperor's Ballroom in Blackpool, it's NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool!
The dominant cruiserweight, Pete Dunne, the marauding Iron King, Joe Coffey, who will leave Blackpool as the United Kingdom champion.
It'll be NXT UK Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defending her title against Toni Storm. A special thanks to Architects for Doomsday, one of the official themes of NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. It's available now on iTunes and Spotify. Blackpool tonight, Nigel, it is the site for the first ever NXT UK takeover here inside the historic Empress Ballroom. The NXT UK universe, it's still filing in. Are you starting to feel even more energized now, Nigel?
I tell you what, I am so excited. I just remember how it was 2 years ago, and tonight, cannot wait.
I've never seen you smile this much standing next to me before.
There's a reason for that, Vic.
Well, nonetheless, we are so excited because we are also going to see the crowning of the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions.
Right, ever since the NXT UK Tag Team titles were announced, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven staked their claim that they wanted to be the inaugural champions. Can Drake and Gibson end that dream?
Let's take a closer look at both these teams and their road to the championship finals.
It is time to crown the NXT UK Tag Team Champions.
Which teams are going to be ready to make history at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool?
This man is James Drake. I am Liverpool's #1, Zack Gibson. Soon to be recognised as NXT UK Tag Team Champions.
Zack Gibson and James Drake have punched their own ticket to Blackpool.
I'm Trent Seven. This is Tyler Bate. We are Mustache Mountain.
Two big, strong boys.
I've been the WWE UK champion. We have been NXT Tag Team champions.
They did it! They did it!
Mustache Mountain plans on becoming the first ever NXT UK Tag Team champions.
Mustache Mountain's going to the finals!
We've had gold before.
Let's do it again.
Mustache Mountain, they are going to embarrass themselves. Nobody does it as good as us.
I've got a favour, and the only prescription is those NXT UK Tag Team Championships.
Which duo will be the first ever Tag Team Champions? Will it be Mustache Mountain, or will it be James Drake and Liverpool's #1, Zack Gibson? Well, Nigel, we talked about 2 years ago, almost to the day, that WWE United Kingdom Championship tournament. It was won by Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate made history that night. Can he do that again tonight?
Certainly has a huge opportunity, and with his best friend Trent Seven in his corner as well. Certainly both those guys are capable of doing that, but Zack Gibson and James Drake, I mean, these are two gritty, determined competitors who I think could stop Mustache Mountain.
And you've had a history with Zack Gibson. We've talked about before. When he becomes focused on trying to establish himself, his dominance, he's looking to do that tonight. He is looking to be recognized not just as Liverpool's #1, but the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champion.
We've seen with Zack Gibson last year at the Royal Albert Hall with the United Kingdom Championship tournament that year. When Gibson makes his mind up to do something, he does it. So he's going to be very, very hard to stop.
And Nigel, we know how dominant that Gibson and Trent Seven and Tyler Bate have been. Really, the question mark may be James Drake. Can James Drake step up to the plate in the corner of Zack Gibson tonight as his partner and bring championship gold around their waist?
I mean, it's a very interesting question, and it's a big opportunity for Drake to certainly do that. But I think he is a willing disciple, arguably, to Zack Gibson, and he's very, very capable of doing just that.
Well, we will crown the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions tonight on the first ever NXT UK Takeover here in Blackpool. Again, it's streaming live exclusively on the WWE Network, 7 o'clock in the United Kingdom. It'll be at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard in the United States, but also happening tonight is this Human Demolition Derby.
Absolutely. Every time Dave Mastiff and Eddie Dennis have faced off in the past, it has been an absolute torrential hand-to-fist fight. Tonight, it's a no disqualification match. Will one man leave Blackpool triumphant?
Well, one man will, and again, no disqualification match. Anything and everything goes. When you were a superstar, would you want to go push Dave Mastiff? Would you want to point your finger at Eddie Dennis and then have a no disqualification match?
Absolutely not. I mean, these are two dominating towering superstars, and what they're going to do to each other in the confines of that ring or anywhere. All over the Empress Ballroom, it's going to be something to behold.
And you had an interesting conversation earlier tonight because you found out that this is a rivalry that just doesn't go back a few weeks or even a few months. It actually goes back quite a few years.
I was talking to Dennis earlier, and what he told me, it was 10 years ago that he had his very first professional match. Dave Mastiff was in the locker room, and he asked Dave for some advice. Dennis said that Mastiff blew him off, and he has not forgotten that.
Well, that's going to go down tonight. Eddie Dennis, Dave Mastiff, the Bomber. No disqualification match happening here tonight. But it's going to be very historic here tonight for the first ever NXT UK takeover in Blackpool. But Nigel, it has been a very historic week here in the United Kingdom for the WWE and for NXT and NXT UK, because for the first time ever, a performance center was opened outside of the United States.
Now, have you ever fancied being a WWE superstar?
No option for me.
I have considered it. Well, the chances of that happening have increased as WWE has opened its first ever performance centre here in the UK. Happy days.
Would you please give it up for Triple H?
This is the first of what will be many performance centers outside of the U.S. It's not just creating athletes, it's creating the most well-rounded performers and professionals in the world. The in-ring skills, the strength and conditioning, media training, interview skills, all of it.
I'm excited that I was here for opening day. I am proud to say that I am NXT homegrown, and now that world-class standard is right here in the UK.
I think this is the next step into catapulting the brand, onto the next stage.
Talking was not one of my favorite things. After 2 years at the Performance Center in Orlando, here I am with a microphone in my hand, so something's working.
We had the chance to train together and develop together, and that only increases that feeling of being a part of a winning team.
That was one of the biggest media days I think I've ever been involved in. It's been a luxury, obviously, being part of the NXT and NXT UK, obviously, from the ground up. Managed to do a couple of these media events, but that one was huge.
This is an opportunity for our superstars to now show their brand to the world, so I'm very, very excited for them in the future of NXT. Are you ready?
Radzi here backstage, and let me tell you, the energy, the excitement, the expectation here is absolutely off the charts. It's palpable amongst the superstars inside the Empress Ballroom, outside the venue itself, absolutely everywhere. This week alone, there was history announced. That was with the news of the International Performance Centre in the United Kingdom. That's officially been opened, and history will be made tonight with the first ever NXT UK takeover event right here live in Blackpool. But this event hasn't been without its controversy, as we have some exclusive footage of what happened when Travis Banks entered the arena earlier today.
Well, this was earlier today, Nigel. Travis Banks, the Kiwi Buzzsaw, arriving, and it was Devlin out of nowhere attacking his opponent for tonight.
The Irish Ace furiously attacking the Kiwi Buzzsaw before the match, before the Kiwi could even get into the locker room.
Hey, John, you gotta get up. Hey, you gotta back up. You've gotta back up. You need to back up. You need to come on. Hey, you okay? John, no, John, back up.
And right there you saw Banks grab at his left knee. Devlin not done. I mean, this was just an unprovoked attack by the Irish Ace on his opponent for tonight.
So yeah, Hart has really got to go out here for Travis Banks.
Get out of it! Get out! Hey, there's a reason you don't bet against the Ace. Get off.
Hey, Travis. Hey, keep trying to breathe, man. Hey, can you move there or not? Hey, Travis.
Well, Travis Banks is receiving medical attention on his knee, but breaking news, he has officially been medically cleared, which means he will be facing Jordan Devlin later on in his match tonight, and that is only exclusively here on the WWE Network.
Well, thank you, Radzi, for the update. You know, medically cleared, Travis Banks is. Banks will compete tonight against Jordan Devlin. But, Nigel, I have to ask you, how hard is it to compete not only with the knee injury, but now a bullseye going in there up against the Irish Ace?
I mean, the odds are certainly going to be stacked against Travis Banks. There's no question about it now. Number of times in my career I had injuries, and it really puts you against the wall. But sometimes that can be the biggest test, perhaps the best test of a champion.
If you had any advice, what would it be?
Say it one more time.
If you had any advice, what would it be?
Gut it out and try and get that match over as soon as you possibly can.
Well, we're going to find out if Travis Banks can gut it out. He is medically cleared. He will compete tonight against Jordan Devlin, and it's all going live right here tonight on the first ever NXT UK takeover in Blackpool. And a special thanks goes out to Prodigy, featuring Horror for Fight Fire with Fire, one of the official themes of NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. It's available right now on iTunes and Spotify. And once again, look at it, Nigel. It's a thing of beauty. The Empress Ballroom filling up. You can see we're less than 9 minutes from beginning the first ever NXT UK takeover. The NXT UK universe continuing to file in, and what a night it is going to be. I mean, I thought the energy was electric 10 minutes ago. It's only ramping up as we get closer to the takeover to begin.
I am buzzing. I mean, I was in the locker room a little bit earlier ago. I saw how excited all the superstars are. This is going to be a night that you are not going to forget.
And we're very excited for what is going to happen here tonight. I mean, Nigel, when you really think about everything that could happen tonight, and you go back to what happened just 2 years ago, you know, at the end of tonight, who do you believe walks out maybe with the most to gain? Who will gain the most after tonight? Will it be Toni Storm? Will it be someone like Dave Mastiff?
Well, I think, to be perfectly honest with you, the Scotsman Joe Coffey has the opportunity to leave Blackpool with everybody talking about him.
It's very interesting. Gallus could be walking out a very handheld high and sitting on a top of their own self-proclaimed kingdom at the end of tonight. But it's all going down in one place, and that is streaming live on the WWE Network. Again, it happens at 7 o'clock here in the United Kingdom, 2 o'clock Eastern in the United States. We have 7 minutes left. Time is running out. If you want to see the event, you do not want to miss it. Sign up at WWEnetwork.com right now. Start your free trial, because your 30-day free trial, because free for new subscribers is tonight's takeover event, the first one ever NXT UK takeover here in Blackpool. And what a night, Nigel, it's going to be.
Absolutely, and we mentioned it earlier tonight in a rematch of their first hard-hitting encounter. The rambunctious Toni Storm takes on the rabid Rhea Ripley for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
That's not the only championship to be defended tonight, because we will crown the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Will it be Mustache Mountain? Will it be James Drake and Zach Gibson? We find out, because the finals happen tonight in Blackpool.
Talking of incredible matches, the last time these two superstars faced off, we were yet to get a clear winner. Tonight, Mastiff and Dennis face off in a no disqualification match. One man must leave Blackpool triumphant.
Well, one man is walking into this match a little bit on an injured side. That would be Travis Banks, the Kiwi Buzzsaw, after being attacked earlier today by Jordan Devlin. How much does Banks have? He has been medically cleared. He will compete. It will be Banks and Devlin one-on-one here in Blackpool tonight. And again, the only place to watch this very first historic NXT UK TakeOver event is exclusively when it streams live on the WWE Network, coming up in less than 7 minutes. And the WWEnetwork.com is where you want to go to sign up to start your 30-day free trial if you do not have the WWE Network. And again, free for new subscribers, not just the TakeOver event tonight, but also NXT TakeOver in Phoenix, and also the Royal Rumble event, which is going to happen 2 weeks from Sunday. So go sign up right now. Do yourself a favor, WWEnetwork.com, because you do not want to miss tonight, and you do not want to miss the WWE United Kingdom Championship match.
Right, the longest tenured champion of the modern era, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Can he continue his legacy, or has he finally met his match in the marauding Iron King, Joe Coffey?
Let's take a closer look at Coffey and the Bruiserweight.
Both men down now. The determination determination, the desire to win.
In the space of 2 years, I've gone from unknown to being the longest reigning champion of the modern era. No matter how strong, no matter how big, I'll chop them down, I'll bend their joints, I'll crack their fingers, I'll submit them, whatever I've got to do to get the win.
Just vicious.
NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. There is going to be a change of the guard.
Where was Joe Coffey when the first WWE inaugural UK Championship tournament happened in Blackpool? Where was he? Yeah, that's right, I was sitting in the house. Sitting at home with the telly on. I had it on. I saw Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, Mark Andrews. You know what? I switched it off because I couldn't watch it, because I was bitter. I was extremely bitter that I wasn't there.
It's about me. It's about my opportunity. It's about my kingdom. And it's about my UK Championship.
What poetic justice it would be to take and rip that WWE UK Championship from Pete Dunne.
Coffey came out here, signed the contract, and instead Dunne snapped his fingers.
You talk too much.
That's arrested Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. Oh, Joe Coffey from behind.
It's now time for the Iron King to stand and claim his throne.
Let me know if you ready to get dollars, holla, 'cause we wildin' out. If you want it ready, steady, go. Fight the good fight because this is war.
Pete Dunne has been avoiding a real challenger ever since he won that UK Championship.
The result's always the same. A bitter end for Joe Coffey.
Well, the WWE United Kingdom Championship is on the line. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, the Iron King, Joe Coffey. Nigel, it happens finally, and it happens tonight.
It's going to be an incredible match, and I think stylistically, if there's anybody who's going to be the biggest threat to the champion, I'd say it's Joe Coffey. Coffey said he's bitter. I say tonight he could be better.
Oh, some consider him to be bitter. He said he is better, in fact, and you know what? I've been taking a look over my shoulder. I'm seeing the NXT UK universe start to file in even more as we get closer and closer to the start of the first ever NXT UK takeover. And Nigel, I mean, the energy in here is continuing to grow. You and I can't stop bouncing up and down. I mean, you've been talking about goosebumps the entire time. Are you ready for tonight?
As ready as I can ever be, but I tell you, when the champ walks out tonight and his challenger comes out, it's going to be something I will never, ever forget.
Nigel, quickly, are we going to see a bitter end to Pete Dunne's championship reign tonight? Does Joe Coffey, the Iron King, stake claim to his kingdom? Is it going to happen?
I tell you what, if I was a gambling man, I'd put my money on the Iron King.
Well, Nigel, we're getting ready because we're closing in. It's almost ready for the start of NXT UK TakeOver here in Blackpool, the first one ever, and it's exclusively on the WWE Network. If you haven't yet, go sign up, WWENetwork.com. You do not want to miss the first ever NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool because it's streaming live next on the WWE Network.
A rivalry intensifies.
Seth Rollins on top. For the first time in our brand's history, from the Empress Ballroom in Blackpool, it's NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool!
The dominant Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, the marauding Iron King, Joe Coffey, who will leave Blackpool as the United Kingdom champion.
It'll be NXT UK Women's